One of the most photographed women of the 1980s. She's articulate, intelligent, and insists on being a mother first, an actress second. And for millions of red-blooded American men, she's a platinum blonde sex symbol.
Sex symbol to me is just, I can't even fathom it. It's just, it's larger than life. It's something I don't think of myself as, to be a symbol of sex. I mean, that's a big thing for somebody to put on you. And I think to believe that about yourself, you wouldn't be a real person anymore. So I get up in the morning and I say, you look like, ugh, you know, not like a sex symbol.
Married and divorced by 19, this former Sunday school teacher spent years practicing her craft in Midwest dinner theaters as a brunette.
I did a show called Paris is Out with Pat O'Brien, and he said, why don't you go to Los Angeles? And I said, oh, too much competition. And he said, well, you know, in LA there are a lot of pretty ladies, and there are a lot of funny ladies, but maybe not so many pretty funny ladies, so you ought to give it a chance. And I thought about that for the next 6 months, and then I came out here.
The newly blonde Loni skyrocketed to fame in WKRP in Cincinnati.
Just common sense.
I'm an exotic brunette inside. You know, when I think about myself, I rarely think of myself as blonde. But when I see myself outside, I look much softer, more vulnerable to myself in the mirror than I did with my dark hair.
This summer, she makes her feature film debut in the stock car comedy Stroker Ace, co-starring with Burt Reynolds.
Well, then, we'll be sharing a room, right?
Oh, no, we couldn't do that.
Why not?
Because we're not married.
What a little kidder.
Well, I couldn't share a room with a man I'm not married to.
For the past year and a half, Burt and Loni have been one of Hollywood's hottest couples.
She is better looking, if that's possible, in person than she is on film. She's pretty striking on film.
People say the two sex symbols, all that kind of... We understand the problems that goes along with not thinking of ourselves that way and having other people think of us that way. So I can really communicate with him about that.
What is important to Loni Anderson more than the movies, television, or magazine covers is her 18-year-old daughter, Deidre.
I've always been proud of the kind of mother I am. Being a mother has been just my favorite thing to be. Actress comes second.
There never was a Harlow picture. Conway just lied to me all the way along. He did it to keep me in line.
It'll be all right.
It won't be all right. It'll never be all right. Oh, Mickey.
Playing somebody who was really a legend and someone who was really alive was a real challenge, and Jayne Mansfield was the character that I played. This is the original artwork from the TV Guide ad, and this is me as Jane with a little padded rear and padded hips and a push-up Merry Widow, and she was really something else. And every once in a while I come up here and just go, because that's what she did all the time.
As a child, her late father introduced her to the Disney character Snow White. The character has remained a favorite.
She had hair as black as night and skin as white as snow and lips as red as a rose. And he said, that's you. And so he called me Snow White, and it made me feel so wonderful. I started collecting Snow White memorabilia. This is my latest piece of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That was a Mother's Day gift from Burt Reynolds, and it's all crystal, and Snow White even has a little bird on her hand. I like fantasy. I tell you what I'd like to do next. I would like to play someone really evil with not one redeeming quality.